Where you dey go? I dey go every.
I was so disappointed seeing Brother Shaggy, MI, and Lai advertising for Brigade Foundation. Of course, money is involved, so no question asked. Now, this Brigade Foundation, I also learned that they are pushing GMOs seriously in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. These GMOs are what most European countries have rejected, like Germany, Italy, France. They say no to GMOs. But of course, Africans are the dumping ground.
The Europeans have decided they don't want to use it, most of them.
And for what they rejected in Europe, they brought it back to Africa. So some people might be asking, what are GMOs? GMOs are genetically modified organisms. This might be plant or animal that are modified in the lab. Scientists modify it to withstand pests, drought, and to grow faster.
Yeah, what are called GMOs are done by changing the genes of the plant. And
why did Europeans reject these GMOs for the first instance? One, because this pose serious health challenge. It might lead to unknown diseases like cancer, heart disease, hormonal changes, because these things are not natural. They were grown in the lab, scientifically grown to withstand pests.
reduce the amount of pesticide you need, raises productivity.
Imagine eating what a pest cannot eat, that can grow without water, a food that can multiply, that can grow faster. We are changing things from the natural. Why don't we modify the natural one and make it better? Why do we have to eat the one modified in the lab? Why did they reject it? Number two is for environmental issue. Because these genetically modified plants, they need lots of chemicals to grow. As they need lots of chemicals to grow, those chemicals affect the plant, affect the environment. It leads to environmental issue. Three is that you have to depend on this foreign product to be able to plant the next year. Unlike our normal way of planting, when we plant, we save some, we sell some. We use those ones that we save to plant in the next season. But no, you have to buy a fresh product. You see where it's coming from. You have to pay them so that they can import this to your country. You have to depend on this every year. Farmers, every country that embrace GMO will depend solely on these people to be able to plant for the next season. Number four, why did they reject it? Is there is no label. If you go to buy food, if you go to grocery stores, there is no specific label that says this crop, this food is genetically modified, and this one is not genetically modified. So leaving people with no choice. So you are buying food, you are thinking that is a normal and natural food, but you don't know that you are buying a food that is modified in the laboratory. You wonder why a lot of diseases, a lot of unknown diseases that you don't know are coming up. These are because of what we eat. Think about those days, those years of our forefathers, what they eat. You see how they live longer. But now you see a child having heart disease, you see a child having kidney disease, you see a young man, a young woman suffering from diabetes, suffering from cancer. You see the spread of cancer everywhere. These are because of the unnatural ways of what we eat.